Hey everyone, so I'm finally getting a chance to make this demo tutorial of how to get the game that we're going to be playing tomorrow and also how to play this game. So it's actually a really simple game. It's probably the last simple game that we're going to play. From here we're going to kind of up the intensity and the difficulty level a little bit. So let me just show you how to get it. So this is one of my favorite games actually, probably like of all time. I played this game like a long time ago. And kind of fell in love with it. And so it's going to be good for what we're doing in here because it's going to give us a chance to like learn how to do card management with Tabletop Simulator. So I have been very strategic about how I pick these games. I want us to practice different skills. And this is definitely going to help with communication because you're going to have to communicate a lot. On-topic communication and card management, which will be really cool. So I've been juggling between two games. But I finally landed on a game called Age of War. Now, Age of War, like I said, it's one of my favorites. So if you go to the Steam Workshop, like we have every other time, and type in Age of War, there's really only one good version, and it's right here. It'll be one of the top answers, and it's by Drunk Cat. Yep, Drunk Cat. That's it. And he actually designs a lot of the games that we'll play. He actually scans a lot of them in. But so what you want to do is click and subscribe on this Age of War. This is the one you want. Make sure it's the same maker, same picture, and then you'll be good. So I'm going to launch Tabletop Simulator, and let's just jump right into how to play this game. Now, it's actually pretty simple. A lot of strategy, but the game is actually pretty simple. So let's take a look at it. I'm not going to launch it in VR today, but let's take a quick look. All right. All right, cool. So let's just take a quick look. So I'm going to go to single player just for now, and then we're going to go to our workshop icon, and we're going to load up Age of War. Now there's Mice and Mystics. That's one we'll probably be playing maybe next meeting. I'm really excited about that. It's going to be amazing. So, but let's take a look at Age of War today. So let's click on it and load it in. Now Age of War looks really simple, and that's just because it is. There are 7 dice. All right. And there are, I believe, what is that? 3, 4, 12, 14. So 14 cards. Now the point of this game, is to let me see if I can look at this up close. The point of this game is to capture the most territories. Now you can see that there's point values on here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There is point values, and the point is to capture the most territories that are worth the most points. Now I'm gonna align these by color, and this is probably something you want to do before you start your games tomorrow, is organize these by color, because by capturing all of the castles of the same color, you're able to get the points that are on the back, which is actually a lot of points. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So this is basically how your turn is going to start. So I'm right here, and then I'm going to say sitting right here is Nathan. Okay, so Nathan is sitting right here, and this is how the game is played. Like I said, very simple rules, but a lot of strategy is involved. So what you are trying to do is take over these castles. Now it shows you what you need, what type of army you need in order to conquer each castle. So for example, Matsuyama right here requires 4 swordsmen, and then 1 samurai. All right, so if you can have 1 samurai, then 4 swordsmen, you can take over this castle. Now you use the dice to determine what type of army you have at that time, and you can only fill one of these lines at a time. So for example, if I wanted to fill the 4 swordsmen with my first dice roll, then I would have to re-roll after that, because you can only fulfill 1 line at a time. So I'll walk you through a turn and show you how it works. So I don't know which castle I'm going after right now. I'm just going to roll, and we'll see what I get, and that may determine what I go after. Now, let's say I do want to go for Matsuyama. I've decided that I want to try to take out Matsuyama. I want to capture it and get myself an easy 2 points. So I'm going to allocate 4 of my swords, and I'm going to fill that first rank. There we go. I have filled in that first rank. So now I have to try to get 4 more swords. All right, 4 more swords and 1 samurai. But before I do that, I have to re-roll. So once you fill a rank, you have to re-roll the dice that you have left. So let's see if I can get these shaken up. Let's get a good roll. And I was not able to get the 4 swords, but I was able to get the samurai. So I'll put that samurai here, and I've now filled 2 of the ranks. So I have 4 dice left in order to get 4 swords. And if I do that, I get to capture this castle called Matsuyama. All right, so let's see if hopefully this works out correctly. Uh-oh, hold on one second. Where are my dice? There they are. All right, so there's my roll. So unfortunately, I was not able to get 4 swords. Now, my turn's not over. I still have a chance. So basically what this means is that you've attacked this castle, but one of your ranks died. One of your men, one of your groups died. So you do not get this dice for the next roll. So I'm going to take this dice and put it aside. I now have 3 dice left. Now, I could still get 4 swordsmen out of these 3 dice. And if I do, I capture this castle. So let me re-roll these 3. And I got it. So perfect. So I got my 4 swords. So now I have now filled this rank. So as you can see, this was 2 swords. But we have filled this rank, then I filled this rank, then I filled this rank, which means I have captured Matsuyama, which is awesome. So I'm going to take these dice and I'm going to hand them to Nathan because it will be Nathan's turn. All right, because you can't really do anything with 1 dice. I had 1 dice left, but there's nothing you can really do with 1 dice. So I'm going to take Matsuyama for me. So that is now my castle. I control this castle. Now, I now have 2 points. So my going score is 2 points. Now here is where a lot of the strategy comes into play. Nathan is now Nathan's turn. Now he has a choice of going for any of the castles that are on the table because they're untaken, there's no one in it, or he can go after mine. So he can try to steal mine. At any point in the game, you could steal anybody else's castle. The only difference is you have to fill this rank, then this rank, then this rank, and then you have to fill another rank. So you have to roll 1 more samurai. Now this seems like it seems easy, but filling a whole nother rank is actually pretty difficult. And so some of these you can see that you actually have to fill 4 ranks just to get them off the table, or even 5 ranks to still. Well, you only have 7 dice, so it's actually pretty difficult. All right, so let's run through another turn, and we'll see what Nathan decides to do. So let's just pretend that this is Nathan, and he's going to roll his dice. So he analyzes the board, and he's thinking. He knows he has a lot of swords, so maybe we could do something that has that requires a lot of swords. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 swords. So Nathan looks up here, and he sees that Gasan Toda, I have no idea how to say that one, or if that's correct, but needs 8 ranks, 8 swords for the first rank. So he's going to take all of his swords, and he's going to fulfill that first rank. So he's got pretty good odds now. Nathan's odds are he has 3 dice to roll 1 samurai. That's all he has to do, and he gets that card and an easy 2 points. So let's see if he can do it. So he rolls his dice. He doesn't get it. So one of his units dies, and he rolls the last 2. Let's get a good shake up, and he got it. There's his samurai. So he uses that samurai to fulfill that rank, and now Nathan owns this Nathan owns this castle. Now the cool thing about this game as well is that it doesn't take very long. You'll see that it does. There's definitely a lot of skill involved. But it doesn't take as long as some of the other games we played, so we may actually be able to complete several games, which would be really nice. So Nathan now has 2 points, and I have 2 points. Now the last thing that you'll see is the cards. Hold on one second. Yes, and so you can, I guess you can hover it into your space, so that's actually kind of nice. So let's say that on my next turn, I took over Marugame. So if I took over Marugame, I could flip this card over, and this is really cool. Now, there it is. So on the back of this card are the points that you win for taking over an entire area. So I took over both gray cards. There's only 2 of them. So I turned both of them over, and now I have 4 points. So as you'll see, individually, they're only worth 3 total. But if I flip it over, together, they're worth 4. So I now have 4 points. And the cool thing is, if they are upside down and they're on my side of the table, which is right here, you cannot steal them. So once you've taken over an entire area, your army is fortified, you have all the territories you need, you cannot be taken over by another person. So this becomes very strong and very important because I now have 4 permanent points for the whole game. So the game ends when every single card is taken away or taken off the front, the middle of the table. So once all of the cards are taken, the game is over, and whoever has the most territories or the most points wins. So it's actually, like I said, it's a really cool game because you'll get down to only having about 2 castles left, but everybody's stealing from each other because they don't want to finish the game. Because if you finish the game, the strongest shogun wins. So hopefully you guys like this game. This is, like I said, this is probably going to be our last simple game that kind of uses some simple skill and strategy. Start thinking of how you're going to strategize to win this game. I have not won a single game yet, so I'm getting frustrated. So tomorrow, you all finally lose. I'm saying that on camera. Somebody is going to lose to me tomorrow because this is one of my favorite games. So good luck, everyone. Good luck getting that set up. If you have any questions, send me an email, chbrian@gacyber.org, or send me a text and tell me how excited you are about this game, 678-316-9118. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.